What if I told you that the best deal on your new air conditioner is a trap? A promise designed to look good on paper, but engineered to fail from the start. This is the hidden story of free installation, a marketing gimmick that has silently crippled an entire industry, cost consumers millions, and pushed skilled workers to the brink. This isn't just about air conditioners. It's about a system built on deception, where the price you see is never the price you truly pay. It starts with a simple, irresistible offer. You walk into an appliance store, you see the perfect split-type inverter Aircon, and the sign screams, free installation. You think you've saved thousands, but what you've actually done is step into a carefully laid trap. This is the free installation trap, a strategy that has become a race to the bottom, prioritizing speed over safety and profit over quality. The moment you agree, a chain reaction begins, one that will almost certainly end in frustration, damaged property, and more expenses than you ever imagined. But how does one free offer cause so much damage? It all starts with the person they send to your home. Behind that free offer is a hidden, brutal truth. To make it profitable, stores subcontract the cheapest labor they can find. These aren't career professionals. They're often overworked, underpaid technicians given an impossible task. Install a complex machine in 1 or 2 hours, a job that should take at least 4. They're paid a pittance, sometimes as low as a few hundred pesos, forcing them to cut every corner imaginable. There's no time for the most critical steps. Vacuuming the copper lines to remove moisture and contaminants? Skipped. They do something called purging, which is just a lazy shortcut. Pressure testing for leaks? Ignored. Proper brassing to seal the joints? Rushed. They bend pipes until they're nearly broken. They use substandard materials and they leave. The unit turns on. It blows cold air and you think the job is done. But the damage is already hidden deep inside the system. A ticking time bomb waiting to go off. The question isn't if it will fail, but when. 6 months later, your nightmare begins. Your brand new inverter Aircon, the one you spent a fortune on, isn't cooling properly. The electric bill is mysteriously high. You notice water dripping down your bedroom wall, staining the paint. Or worse, the outdoor unit, which was vibrating noisily from day one, suddenly goes silent. The compressor is dead. You call the store, furious. They tell you to call the brand's warranty service. So you do. A certified technician arrives, takes one look, and delivers the devastating news. This is an installation error, Mom. It's not covered by the warranty. The store that sold you the unit? They wash their hands of it, claiming their responsibility ended at the sale. The free installer? He's long gone, with no name, no contact number, and zero accountability. You are left completely alone, trapped. The free installation has just become the most expensive mistake of your life. Repair costs can range from a few thousand pesos for a refrigerant recharge to tens of thousands for a new compressor. Suddenly, that free deal has cost you more than a professional installation ever would have. But your personal financial loss is just one small piece of a much larger, more devastating picture. This is bigger than just one broken Aircon. This cycle, repeated thousands of times across the country, has created a crisis. The industry is bleeding its most valuable asset, skilled technicians. Why? Because the experts, the ones who know how to do the job right, simply cannot compete. They can't survive on the meager fees offered for free installations. So they leave. They find other jobs, move abroad, or abandon the trade entirely. Who is left? A dwindling pool of undertrained workers, forced to perpetuate the same cycle of rushed, low-quality work. This brain drain has catastrophic consequences. The overall quality of Aircon services plummets. Brands, even the most reputable ones, get a bad name because their units are blamed for failures caused by shoddy installation. It creates a market where consumers are conditioned to hunt for the lowest price, not the best service, without realizing the two are linked. The entire industry is now built on a foundation of distrust and disappointment. It is a vicious cycle that not only hurts your wallet, but erodes the very integrity of a skilled profession. But how can you, as a consumer, protect yourself? How can you spot the signs that you've been a victim before it is too late? The evidence of a rush job is often hiding in plain sight. Go look at your unit right now. Is the indoor unit perfectly level, or is it slightly misaligned? A crooked unit is the first red flag, a sign of pure carelessness that will eventually lead to water leaks. Step outside. Is your outdoor unit vibrating excessively or making a grinding noise? It was likely installed on an unstable bracket or not balanced correctly, a mistake that will shorten the compressor's life. Look closer at the copper lines connecting the two units. Are they neatly run, or are they squeezed, kinked, or sharply bent? Every bend restricts refrigerant flow, forcing the unit to work harder and consume more electricity. Check the black foam insulation around those pipes. Is it already cracking or deteriorating? They used the cheapest kind. And here's the biggest tell. If you were home during the installation, did you see them use a vacuum pump? It's a noisy machine. They should have run for at least 15 to 30 minutes. If they didn't, your system is contaminated. These aren't minor issues. They are direct causes of poor cooling, high electric bills, and premature system failure. Each one is a silent symptom of the free installation disease. Let's look at what this means in real-world pesos and centavos. A client in Quezon City bought a new 1.5 horsepower inverter unit with free installation. After just 2 months, the cooling was weak. The diagnosis? The installer didn't vacuum the lines. The fix required a complete system flush and a proper recharge. Cost: 3,000 pesos out of pocket. Another case, a homeowner in Cebu was thrilled with his purchase until 6 months later, when the outdoor unit completely failed. The cause was traced back to improper mounting, which led to intense vibrations that shook the internal wiring loose, frying the main circuit board. The repair bill? 7,000 pesos, plus the cost of a new board. Then there's the story of a family in Davao. They called the manufacturer for a warranty claim on their 1-year-old unit. The brand's technician arrived and immediately pointed out the refrigerant lines were too long and improperly joined, causing a slow leak that destroyed the compressor. The brand voided the warranty on the spot. The family was quoted 10,000 pesos for the repair. These aren't isolated incidents. They are the predictable outcomes of a broken system. The free installation is a gamble where the house always wins, and you are left to pay for the fallout. So what is the solution? It starts with a shift in mindset. We, as consumers, have to understand that installation is not a freebie. It is the most critical part of your air conditioner's life. It is a professional service that requires skill, time, and the right tools. When you're buying a new split-type unit, decline the free installation offer. Instead, ask the store if you can hire your own accredited, reputable technician. Or better yet, find an independent, highly rated professional yourself. Yes, it will cost you money up front. A proper installation can range from 6,000 to over 10,000 pesos, depending on the complexity. But this is not a cost. It is an investment in efficiency, longevity, and peace of mind. A proper installation by a true professional ensures your unit runs at peak performance, keeps your electricity bills low, and honors your warranty. You are not just paying for labor, you are paying for expertise, for accountability, and for the job to be done right the first time. The choice is yours. Pay a little more now for quality, or pay a lot more later for the consequences of free. Before you buy your next Aircon, remember this story. Spread the word. Let's be the generation of consumers that demands better, and in doing so, helps rebuild an industry that has been broken for far too long. Thanks for watching.